That's the voice of Fatima. She's speaking on behalf of 18 female judges who have applied to be resettled here in Australia. A number of female judges have arrived here, but what's delaying their application?
I really appreciate the Australian government has already allowed some of female judges to resettle. They submit the application. They're still waiting. They didn't receive any answer after that. So it's really frightening to know what could happen to them or their families. I appeal and urge the Australian government, the policymakers in Australia to look at their cases and be kind with them, can make a big changes in judges' life. It's really desperately urgent.
Even though you've managed now to escape, you are still advocating for your colleagues. Why are you still so driven to do this work?
Every day, because I'm in the main contact with my colleagues. 6 months ago, one of my colleagues killed by the Taliban, and they put her body in front of her brother's house. We all was silent because we're scared. We don't want to put their family in risk. That's the reason, because my colleague, they're scared. They can't come to the media. They can't say who I am. They're hiding their identity because they're scared of the situation. So I want to try to pass their message to the world to please open your eyes. The judges need help. The people, they fought for justice, and I'm begging to the world, please help my colleague. They want to be alive, but they did wrong. They fought for justice in my country, in Afghanistan. In Afghanistan, to be a judge, a female judge, it's a big fight, to be honest. It's a big challenge. And now, more than everything, because the Taliban, they wanted the judges because they have the database and they have everything. And all my colleagues, they're running around. Sometimes they stay in a relative house. Sometimes they're going to the villages. The picture they send it to me, it's really heartbreaking.
Marzia, it's very heartbreaking. I'm sorry to put you in further distress by talking about it, but I know that you want to talk. I know you want to talk about it. Do you think the world's listening? Do you feel like the world's abandoned the women of Afghanistan and the women that you're advocating for?
I am very optimistic because it's very clear to the world what's happening. The Taliban they are the enemy against women in Afghanistan. They have no agenda. This all is about women, 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 women. When they became in power, they removed all the female judges from Supreme Court, from other courts around the country. So I believe the policymakers, the other human rights organization, the Australian Parliament, and the ministers and other women rights organization, they will see the reality, and I wish they will help in this time, in our dark time, and they give hand to resettle my colleague.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, Marzia. I really appreciate your time.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Marzia Babakarkhail, a former judge from Afghanistan.